These are so fire. I've made these so many times for my family that's not even keto, and they don't even know. They say they taste better than the regular version. So let's go in for a taste test. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Myra from Low Carb Love, and today we're gonna be making low carb sopes. Now these sopes taste like the real deal. They're gonna take you back in time to your pre-low carb days. You can make sopes with carne asada, al pastor, ground beef, chicken. I mean, whatever you have, you can make them. I'm gonna go a super easy route, show you exactly how to do it step by step. So we're gonna get started with our dough. We're gonna start off with tapioca flour. So tapioca flour, it is a low carb flour. We are using 1 1/4 cups. So this is 1 1/4 cups of tapioca. And then here we have our almond flour. And our almond flour, we're using 2 2/3 cup. We're gonna mix that together. Give it just a little stir. And now we're gonna add in our salt. So you're gonna use a little bit of real salt, just 1/4 teaspoon. Then we have our chicken bouillon. This is just for flavor. We're gonna use 1/2 teaspoon. You're just gonna add everything in. And then here we have a little bit of lime juice, just 1/2 teaspoon. Okay, so we're gonna do 1 cup of warm water. And now let's go ahead and mix together. So this is actually gonna form our dough. This is what we're gonna make our sopes with. Let me know if you love sopes. What's your favorite meat? We're making a simple ground beef meat for our topping, for our filling. You know, just because it's super simple and not everybody has access to like al pastor, or some people are afraid to cook like asada. So I just wanted to give you guys a super, super easy option. My favorite is al pastor. That's what I would typically order at a Mexican restaurant. What's your favorite? What do you like to order for either sopes or, you know, any Mexican food? Okay, so I gave that a really good mix. Now we're gonna set this aside. We're gonna put it in the fridge while we make our meat, okay? So now we're gonna get started on our meat. We have 1 pound of ground beef, and we're gonna season it somewhat like carne asada style, okay? So we're gonna do 1/4 cup of red onion, and we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, ground cumin. We have 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, and that's, you know, if you're about that spicy life. If not, then you can omit that, just in case, you know. We have 1 teaspoon of our oregano, and then 1/2 teaspoon of minced garlic. So let's go ahead and we're just gonna crush that up, and then we are going to obviously cook this. So let's go to the stove. Okay, so now we're gonna get started on our little sopes. So here we have just some clean water, and you're gonna just put a little bit of water on your clean hands. And then you're gonna grab a little bit of dough. So we're gonna start off with about 2 tablespoons, but of course these are gonna be your little sopes, so you make them the size that you want, okay? So I'm gonna make a few, and then I'm gonna show you the next step. So the dough was sitting in the fridge for about 30 minutes. So you just wanna make sure that you let it sit and rest before you start making your little balls. Okay, so we're gonna get started on this one. You're just gonna grab your little dough ball, and then you're gonna fold over your parchment paper and just get anything. Like I got this, you know, little Pyrex dish, and we're just gonna flatten it out a little. So you don't need it to be super thin, but you also don't want it to be thick because it actually puffs up as you cook it, okay? So I'm gonna show you how to do this. This is how you make sopes. Okay, so dun, 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 dun. So it almost looks like a little tortilla, but remember, these will puff up when you start to cook them, okay? Okay, so we're gonna finish making these little balls, but first we're gonna get started with these, and I'm gonna show you how to turn these into sopes. Here are our finished sopes. They're all nice and cooked and fried. We made the little lip on most of them. That is completely optional, but of course a traditional sope does have a little lip, which is why we had to do it. So I'm gonna get started with our first one. Now, you know, obviously we're trying to make these as low carb as possible, so we're not gonna add beans, but if you wanted to add beans, then of course you are more than welcome to add at least a tablespoon of beans. And you know, you're gonna add about, I would say 3 to 4 carbs for that. But we're doing sour cream because that's what's gonna help hold the meat. So we did a little sour cream. Here we have our ground beef that you guys saw me cook. I also had a little bit of al pastor meat, which is, you know, a pre-marinated meat. So obviously you don't always know 100% what it's marinated with. So, you know, for the sake of keeping it super low carb, we're gonna do our ground beef. But my favorite is al pastor. And yeah, super, super good. But you can do asada, you can do chicken, whatever you'd like. So now we do our little, you can do shredded lettuce, shredded cabbage. Okay, and now we're gonna add a little bit of tomato right on top. And of course, if there's a topping that you don't like, then you just omit it because you're gonna eat it. Now we're going to add some cilantro. I'm obsessed with cilantro. Beautiful. Boom. Okay. Now we are going to add our little radishes, just some thinly sliced radishes. We're gonna have some homemade salsa. Oh my gosh, if you're about the spicy life, then you already know that Sopes, you know, be adding that salsa. And then just top it off with queso fresco, queso cotija, whatever you have at home. I would definitely recommend doing some type of cheese though, because look at that. All right guys, so take a look at these beautiful sopes. I can't even believe that they're low carb. This, I mean, I'm gonna do a taste test for you because, you know, that's just part of the routine, but I'm telling you right now, these are so fire. I've made these so many times for my family that's not even keto and they don't even know. They say they taste better than the regular version, so let's go in for a taste test. Oh god. Oh my god. Even better than I expected. Sorry, but I'm telling you, like, I wish that you can taste the this like texture and meat and everything with me. You guys have to try this. I'm telling you right now, they're low carb and you just need to. You need this in your life. I love you guys and I want to share this with you. Make this. Okay guys, so I cannot wait for you guys to make this. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Turn your post notifications on so that you don't miss any of my future videos. And if you still want a little more of me, make sure you follow me on Instagram and on TikTok where I share more recipe ideas and a little glimpse into my everyday life. I also have my blog now where these recipes are printable on lowcarblove.com. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I can't wait to see you guys make it. Thank you so much for being here with me. I love you guys and I'll see you on the next video. Mwah.